I don't give a fuck. Have you ever felt like people just try meddling into your business and that can sometimes get to you? It's like, oh, why? Why can't I be unbothered? In this video, I'm going to help you not give a fuck and stay unbothered about what anybody wants to say about you. And I'm going to share 3 tips that are going to help you stay unbothered. So do stay till the end because the last one is my favorite. Hi, my name is Ankita and for the past 10 years, I've been slowly, consciously and intentionally working on myself to make myself a better version of myself. And on this self-development journey, I've learned a few tips and tricks that I would love to share with you. And hence, I would love for you to be able to gain that knowledge and make your life better. So do click on the subscribe button to be able to gain from my knowledge because I'm on a mission to make videos this year, every week, and that will help you become a better version of yourself. So coming back to, what can we do to stay unbothered in life? A lot of times in our lives, we are just minding our own business, but people kind of come and interfere and say something that kind of just starts to trigger us. And once that trigger happens, once somebody has said something to us, it really gets to us. So what I need you to do in those situations is to get self-awareness about the fact that why is that trigger bothering me? What about what that person is saying is actually impacting me? Is what inside me requires that attention? Am I actually jealous or is there something inside me that requires attention and which is causing me to feel this particular way? What within me requires impact on yourself? If you know yourself and who you are, nothing nobody's saying to you is ever going to get to you. It really doesn't matter then. You have to focus on yourself. You have to be aware of who you are. And that way you're going to be more focused on, because you're aware of who you are, what you have, what you do, how you move. What others say is not going to bother you. In those moments when you really can't get away from people and they are demanding a response from you, what you really want to do is respond and not react. Because if you react, it kind of gives them a bit of advantage over you, which can be used in future. That's why it's very important. I want you to understand that you need to be in master of your own emotions. And why? How can you do that? How can you manage your own emotions and master them? You're aware of yourself and hence you're not triggered by those situations. So it's a whole cycle that's coming into play. You know yourself, so you know your triggers, so you know you will react, and instead of reacting, you want to respond, so you're using that awareness to be able to do the best that you can.
Also, one thing I want you to think about is
that you project into others that might be coming across as you being bothersome, because none of us is perfect, right? We can all improve. And a lot of times, some people are responding to something from us, which they are getting triggered by, which they are then using to try and trigger us and bother us. Next time when you're meeting a friend or a new person that you haven't met before, what are your mental thoughts at that time? Be aware of them. Are you judging them? Try to hold off any judgments that you might have of others. Next tip that I have for you is to borrow your belief. A lot of time in your life, you're feeling bothered because you really want to do something and you're letting self-doubt come up. You're getting insecurities crop up. You are realizing and you become aware that you have these things, but you don't know what to act on, right? Beyond that. But even when you don't have belief in yourself, just use that as a bridge to be able to borrow that belief and do what needs to happen. And then you're not going to let what others are saying or even what you are saying yourself to you bother you. You don't have to care. You can succeed on borrowed belief as well, because what that will do is it will not leave you in a freeze state, and it allows you to still act. It allows you to still move forward and do what's needed in that moment. Maybe not the right way the first way around, but you can improve. You can always do better the next time. If you don't start, you will never reach the end goal, right? A journey of 1,000 miles has to start with the first step. Number 2 is for you to expect and accept. When you're a little aware that people are the way they are and they're going to be a certain kind of way, it equips you to be more prepared to handle those situations. And in those kind of situations, especially if you know the kind of people that they are, the kind of things that they will be saying, you're more prepared to respond the way that it needs to be. Again, not reacting, responding. And also sometimes you just have to accept what people are saying, not let it get to you, because all it means is people have maybe a lot of free time to do what they need to. A lot of times when you do a deeper research, you'll actually realize people are reflecting and projecting their own insecurities on you when they're trying to meddle in your business. A lot of bullies generally have really bad situations at homes themselves, which is making them suffer, which they all have their own psychological conditions, which is making them act out the way that they are. So you kind of have to expect and accept the fact that they have their own shit, and I'm not bothered about that shit. I'm focused on me. Go back to step number 1. Expect it, accept it where you can. And if you can't, move on. End those relationships, end those ties, remove yourself from those environments because you deserve better. I also need you to understand that a lot of the times when we feel like people are meddling in our business, it might just be constructive criticism that's heading our. And the way that you can differentiate between if it is constructive criticism or if it is just somebody meddling in your business is to see if there's an action plan that's coming out of it, if you can reflect and see it actually helping you out. And if it is not, even if it is meant from a good place, you cannot be bothered by it. Remember, people, all of this doesn't mean that you stop caring at all. I don't want you to become cold. I don't want you to become somebody who has no feelings. It's actually to be completely aware of your feelings, to understand that this is relevant to me and this is not. Have that awareness, surround yourself with love and know what is not love. And be aware when criticism is coming for your constructive and your improvement rather than something that's trying to hold you back. Know the difference between the two and use it to your advantage to be able to do and achieve what you want to in life. Be aware of how you are coming across to others because that is also very important. It's going to help you be the best version of yourself. Remember, what you focus on expands. So if you're focusing on love for yourself and love for your others, in all probability, that's what's going to come back to you as well. And see, one thing I want you to understand is even after doing all of this, if it is still getting to you, you need help, and that's okay. It's okay to surround yourself with people who are willing to help you, but that only comes from being able to get the help that you need. You should seek professional support. Counseling is always the best tool that you can get to. In the meantime, if you're not able to get counseling, you should also seek out people who are supportive of you, an environment that is supportive of being able to develop yourself and be able to talk about the things that you need. Find a space where you are able to bring your authentic self out, your vulnerable self out safely and talk about these things because there are answers, there are solutions, and you deserve those answers and solutions. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video today and it helps you stay unbothered and in situations that might have gotten to you in the past. If anything in this video was something that resonated with you, please do drop a like below. I would love for you to share this content with anybody who could be able to use it for their benefit. And I would love to know a little bit more about you. Would you like to share an instance of where you were feeling bothered? Do drop a comment below and let me know. And if you would like to see this content come to your feed directly, do click on subscribe so that YouTube is able to show you when I upload more videos. Click that bell notification to get that sound whenever I'm uploading content. And until next week, guys, take care. Lots of love. Bye.